There's nothing else that I can do right now. I can just hope that we do have enough power in the setup that the front loco will be able to... Am I still moving? No, just a little bit more. I'm actually moving backwards. But I need to disconnect the front there. Am I moving? Even if I just would be moving the slightest bit. I am moving the slightest bit. This is all... Oh no, okay, I overheated. I overheated, stop the train, stop the train. Okay, let's try this again in a second. Can I resolve this somehow differently? I could try to pull with the last bit of gas I have in this one. Kind of a strong one, but hopefully we are able to do this now. Not really sure what I will do with the front loco now, but there we go. I am going into the wrong direction. Oh man, I'm going crazy. Yeah, I know. We can do this. It's just a last bit of incline here. Come on, we can do this. That's not a big deal. Come on. Believe in yourself, little loco. You gotta believe in yourself. We can do this. Without overheating, I dare to say. This is all very close, very dangerous waters. But I seem to be moving. Yay, that's good. Just in time delivery. Here's just the slightest amount of wheel slip here. Already used a fifth of the whole gas tank just for this. And I don't think it makes any sense to take one of those locos with me, so I'm just gonna be a little bit more creative here as well and do things very unnatural. But I think in the next couple hours, maybe 3 to 6 hours, we might arrive at the harbor. I have a good feeling about this. Everything will be completely fine. No problem at all. So I have to attach to that there. I'm gonna pull that, and those 4 cars in front of me, I'm just gonna push. So I'm gonna stay right here, because right now there is no other solution available to do this differently. I hope I'll grab another DE2 in one of the other train yards. But right now I'm trying to get a little bit creative so that we will be able to finish this eventually. So I do have wheel slip while braking, and that's alright. I'm just gonna stop in a second. Just gonna set the handbrake here. And disconnect again everything. Move backwards. There we go. Already a little bit of slippage. And I don't want to be too quick and to connect those now. Just gonna give this a little bit of a break. I would also love to have a break. This is taking so much time, man. Crazy. And there we are. That was a very strong bonk, but I hope that was a good bonk. Nope. The bonkiness was maybe a little bit too strong. Pull the back power. So I'm gonna push into the cars. And this is actually bringing them to jump. Interesting. I've had that before, that I was wondering why trains are... That was very close. Why trains were jumping, and I understand now why. Because there was some power pushing them, and I didn't see that. Okay, everything has been released. Now, carefully, but then also quickly move forward. Wait a minute. There is a small detail that I might have to check. Lefty-loosey. Wait, what? Ah, lefty-loosey. And then lefty-loosey. Lefty-loosey. I'm standing in the ground. Lefty-loosey. 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 Okay, I have to get back now to the front, because I don't want to bonk too strongly into the other things. Let's bonk. Let's not bonk, actually. So all the trains, sorry, all the brakes have been released, and I'm just gonna move forward a little bit, and then I'm just gonna drive down, then to the left here. Maybe in the steel mill I can grab another DE2, shift things around, and I think then I'll probably somewhere around the 3-hour mark for this little 45-minute exercise that I wanted to do with you guys. With the best intentions to show that it is actually so easy to do this in realistic mode. Kinda broke the train now. Sorry, train. And then I'm gonna connect everything with a little bit of power, so that's pushing into the cars here. Nope. That is what I wanted to connect. No, this is already opened, and I have to open this here. And I connected that right. And you do here the depressurization already. And now finally, with one DE2 and cargo in the front and in the back, we try to get things rolling in this beautiful weather. Can we stop with the alert, please? I have no less power I can give. I can only shut off. How can we have wheel spin with no power? I know why. Lefty-loosey. Where is it? Can I jump on this and do it from here? Perfect. Completely normal thing to do that whilst you're moving on a train to release a handbrake. Completely usual sight. Nothing to worry here. And then there also will be no wheel spin, or wheel slip, I should say, because I don't block any wheels. By the way, just to quickly check, yes, we are moving into the southern direction, so that seems to be what I want to do. Oh, and by the way, whilst I see this chaos here, this disaster, I think if I recall this correctly, the remote that I was talking about beforehand is available in the machine factory. So when everything has settled eventually, I might take an order that is going into the direction of the machine factory, and then we will have the remote with the cache that we just got. So that in the fog there, that is the tutorial area. So now we are approaching the steel mill, and there's a bit of an incline. The 1DE2 that we have here is already struggling a little bit, and I tried to get momentum with us. Now things should be level again in a second. But I think it is a very good idea to get another DE2 to move things forward for our delivery. I have to think about the direction that I'm moving out here. I have to move with the back. I think the weather is a little bit harder and realistic, and then also it's just a feeling, but I think that you do have more wheel slippage, so that also is something to consider when moving things about. I'm just gonna disconnect here and then attach the DE2 and then move things forward. And I'm just gonna insert this right between that DE2. I might not have moved that far enough back, but that's alright. And the front cars. And then just try to get to our goal destination, which is the harbor. A little bit of a bonk. Bonk is always good and helpful. If it's little, small detail, but a crucial one to set the right direction, and then from here on out I think it's just going forward. I hope, fingers crossed. I think that one has to show to the left and this one to the right. I hope. So that we go through the middle lane, which is free. And just to be clear, this is where we started, and I think for me this is 2 hours ago, where I started 2 hours ago, this little delivery where I thought, this is gonna be cool, feasible, it's like 46 minutes, most probably I'll be in the harbor at right around the 30-minute mark and do a little bit of shunting, and now I have passed the 2-hour mark. So let me quickly check. Next signal has to show to the left, to the left, to the left. The 3 next signals need to show to the left. With the power of 2, we will do as we need to do. So just to recapture, those 4 cars in front of me here, and then one in the mix in the back, which is most probably the 4th car. Those 5 elements were 1. This is this load here, and they need to go to B20. And then if we have a look at the harbor, this is where we come from. At B20, has this changed? Wasn't that C in the beginning? Let me just have a look. It's B20. No, this is where we coupled. Uncouple at C. And this one here, uncouple at D. Uncouple at C and uncouple at D. And I have to uncouple the 5. Ah, that's perfect. So I can already put those into the C sector, so to speak, into this track here, the first 4 ones. Then I'm gonna move back, deliver the other things, and then take the last one back and bring all 5 back here. And I'm just hoping that I do not need to respect the order of cars here. It just says uncouple the following cars, so I think I could be fine if even if I mix up the order a little bit, that I can deliver everything as I need it. So do I have any brakes set, or is it just that we are completely slow? Let me check if this is set. That guy is running as well. And everything is now in the red area already. Why is that though? There's an incline here. Okay. Let's see if we can work our way out of this one. And also, I'm just gonna check if I can see how big of an incline that is. Ah, okay, so this is another obstacle. This is a 2% incline. I do have 2 locos pulling and pushing, but probably that is too steep of an incline, so I might have to reverse again and go with more speed through this area. I will finish this, I'm telling you this. I will finish this job. Even if I break 5 hours of recorded content, I will deliver this cargo. And then I hope in the end, when I do this, that might be worth a like. If you would like to consider to give me a thumbs up, I would like to show you a nice little thumb, but I cannot actually close my hand, so I can just show you like 2 thumbs. Pop up. When we do this, that is a feat. That is really something. Really struggling here to get to momentum, to get to speed, to get over this little incline. And I think this is just a very small one, and then afterwards we're fine. Hello steel mill, where I wanted to start like I think 3 hours ago and just move south. How are you doing? You alright here? I just had a very steep incline in front of me, and that is where I need to move back. Hi everyone, hi, how is it going? Crane driver guy or girl? Man, this is just such a thing now. But we'll try our best with our strategy that we kind of evolved here. It kind of evolved on its own, that we tried to get everything ready, then we tried to do the right thing at the wrong place, and that was at the food factory. I drove up there for nothing, then drove down again, then the 2 locos were empty. This one here is looking good, by the way. Already can switch on the lights for that. And now we're just gonna get things rolling to get over that incline, and then everything will be perfectly fine. Might need to wait until the brakes have released completely. That might be a good idea. Okay, sound is gone. And give a little bit of help here. And we just need to accelerate over this incline. I think maybe 40, 45 might be enough, but also we need to get to that point, so I'm just giving it a bit of power that we get the momentum to get over this dang incline. Man. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. What is this now? The third night? We're driving through the game? Okay, come on. Let's give it more power. Give it as much power as we can without breaking anything or getting into the red of anything to get over that incline that just stopped us, because I was a little bit too hesitant on the power lever, but now it's been pulled the whole way. All the warning lights are going off. Everything is warning me that we are already too strong ahead here. And we are now at around 40 kph. Temperature's going down, pulling the lever again a little bit. And I'm just hoping that this is enough. So this is the 0.6 incline. I suppose because of the incline now the power, the temperature will go up again. Just pulling the whole thing down. No more power left. All the brakes have been released. No hand brakes. The only thing that is blinking is the temperature. And that makes sense because we do have a little bit of an incline. I have to keep this in mind now. We are right around 50 kph. And I hope that this is now enough to get those, what was that, 600, 700 tons that we need to move to the harbor over this 1.8% incline. And we're looking good. We're looking good on the speed. It's going down a little bit. The temperature is looking fine. Meter is looking fine. Everything else is in the green. So let's see. Hopefully we will get on the top of the thing in a moment. It's now 1.3, no longer 1.8 of an incline. Just going to take a little bit of power away because of the red area where the temperature is already in. I'm just gonna thread the needle here. Just gonna be very careful that I get as much power as I can once we go through this little canyon here. Give it all that I can. And then I think this is the highest point that we had to go through. Now it's 90. Just gonna have a little look. Now we need to go to the left. Just gonna check that this is showing to the left. And then we need to go to the left again. And this is, I think it's showing to the left. A little bit hard to see in VR. No, it is. That's good. And then momentarily need to take away a little bit power. Just saw the temperature there. And then momentarily we will also be, because this is now this intersection, I'm pretty sure we will be at this one here and also need to go to the left, and that is not too far away. 0.6 points is the incline, so we are able to give a little bit more power. I'm trying to be right around 40 to 50 kph to at least be able to get to the harbor, because that is, I don't know, a safe area I suppose right now, just to get things done. So this one as well, need to take the left here. Let me just check for the signal under the moon. Can't see that now. Where is that little icon? Ah, there we go. And that is, I think, also still showing into the... Yes, showing into the wrong direction. Showing in the right direction, not in the wrong, actually. That would be a disaster if we would go down there now. So we need to take a left here, and that's what we are doing. And then on the next stop, then we'll have to take a right, and then we'll be very close to the harbor. The next intersection will come up momentarily, and we need to go to the right to move to the harbor. So I'm just checking to see if I can already identify the signal in the night here, that we can go to the right. Just gonna take away a little bit of power. We're actually at 70 now. Maybe that's a bit too fast. Take away a little bit more power, because usually those intersections do have 60 as the approach speed, and I'm close to 60. Maybe apply a little bit of brake so that we slow down just nicely. It's showing us to the right hand side. That is perfectly fine. So we're gonna move into the tunnel. We can go with 60, now 70. There is actually a decline. Hello everyone. Along the mountain there, and then on the left there will be that intersection where we need to go to the left. And this is actually already the sign for it, and it says 60, but I know because I've been here a couple times that right after that intersection we actually need to go 40, so this is why I'm already braking a little bit, checking the signal is showing to the left, and we have no power applied, and we ride around 45, so give it a notch more, and it's 40 to the left. And now we are level, and we just need to move things through the tunnel, and then we are already at our destination after only 3 hours of delay. Awesome. And here we are, finally, we made it. We are now at the harbor. The first signal that I'm seeing, we need to go left, and it is set to the left, and the first 4 cars will now go into this area that is the sea area here, which I'm marking, and that is where I'm navigating to. And then I do have a little bit of shunting to do, and I think then finally we'll be able to deliver everything. So everything worked out perfectly fine. I just had a small slight delay of right around, I would say, like 2.5 or 3 hours. I can see that later in the footage, and then most probably we'll show you right here how much time we actually lost because of this small little detour that we took. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna put those 4 right at the end of the intersection, and then I'm gonna move backward and do a little bit of shunting to get the 5th one out. And finally, everything has been delivered, everything has been put in the right track here and over there, so we should be able to finish what we started quite a while ago. So let's see if that is actually the case. First order, short order, different order of cars. Worked out. And you can see here it's a brief 3 hours and 27 minutes. 3 hours and 27 minutes on this one. But we got 11,838 bucks, and that is at least something. And now for the second order. And we're gonna put this in here as well. And this is also finished, and we got 15 grand for that. 15,508. And this also means this one is finished, as well as this one. So now we do have 67,000 in our account, but I still need to clear 11,000. So we're just gonna do that this is done. Oh, gonna push all the buttons first. 760, and this one, sure. Perfect. So the insurance cleared all the fees. I am able to buy new licenses and such now, so nothing in here, no fees. That means we do have finished. But did we actually gather any money? And we do now have $56,967, so at least a small win for us. But then it would be a big win if you would consider subscribing. If you like those kind of videos, leave me a like, leave me a comment on how you saw me struggling. If you actually saw before me that I was going into the wrong direction, I would be very interested in that. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.